Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil, and in this Angular video tutorial we will see that how we can make a component reusable in Angular. So first of all, I am just going to show you the points of this video. We will make a user component and we will use it as a child component of app component, right? So that's why we have to use the child component inside to the app component, and we will pass the data from parent to child component. And when we have a lots of users data, for that time we have to use the for loop, and I will show you that how we can use this child component as a reusable component, right? So first of all, let's make a user component. So just write here ng g for generate, c for component, and just simply write here users. When you just write it, then you will see that we have a user folder and it have the 4 files. So now let's use this component inside the app component as in child. How we can use? For that we have to use this selector tag as an HTML, right? So for that, let's just simply write here app user and just close it. Now you will find that this is working fine here, and this text is coming from the user component. So here this is placed like here. So I am just going to change it like child component, right? And this text also replaced here. Great. So now let's pass some data from the parent component to child, right? So let's go to the app.component.ts file and just define a property with the name of users, and it have some data like name can be Peter, then we have age can be like 25, then we have some other like address data, and address can be Noida for a moment, right? So how we can pass this data to child component? Now let's come to the app.component.html file and just write here hero, and we will assign, you can put any name, and this name is accessible in the child component, right? And we will just simply define it users, right? And this users actually belongs to the this one, right? And we have to use the hero as an property binding syntax, right? So now data from parent component to child component is sent. So parent component work has been done. Now we have to just go inside the child component and receive this data, right? And here first of all you just have to come inside the app.component.ts file, import input here, this is directive, and just simply use it here like @input. This is basically a function, and the property name like hero. Why I put it here hero? Because here we are receiving the data inside the hero properties. Great. So this is working fine. If you just want to check that we are able to receive the data or not, then you can just make a console.warn and simply put here this dot hero, right? And let's check out the console now. Now you can see that we are getting the data inside the child component, right? So now let's try to put it here. So in the child component I am just going to simply write here, let's take a p tag and simply write here hero dot name, right? And now you can see that we have Peter here, right? In a similar way we can use the two more things like age and address, right? And you can see that this is working fine. So now let's make a little bit design here. First of all, let's take a div, and we can put any property to div like class. Class can be like a box, right? And for that let's define state dot box. Background color can be like sky blue. After that let's say we have a padding, and padding can also be 10 pixel, and color can be white. Great. And here just write here margin bottom can be 20 pixel, right? And here you can see that this is look like this now, because we added some style here, right? So now let's say in a parent component, which is this one, have lots of user, right? It only have the single user, it have the array of user like this. So it's the first one, and then second one, and then third one, like so. Bruce and Tony, and they are living in Delhi and Gurgaon, right? And now when you just want to use it, then you will see that this is not working fine. We are getting 3 data, but we just have to make any iteratable data like for loop or something like this, right? So for that, let's come to the app.component.html file and just copy it, put a div here, put it inside, and just use a for loop. Just use ng for, and it have a let data of users, right? And let's pass this data to the users. Now single one item will be just iteratable here, and you can see that we are able to reuse the component. The single component is just rendering the 3 times because we are just putting the data is in loop, right? So this is the simplest and easiest way to show that how we can use reuse the components in Angular. If you still have any kind of confusion, you can ask me in the comment box. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video.